where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. This is where the fun. This is where the fun. This is where the fun begins.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
This is where the fun begins.
Who's the big guy with the muscles?
Hello, everybody! Toy anxiety time.
Lords of Toys.
We're the Lords
of Toys.
Lords of the Toys. Fuck.
Did you just
I
put
can
your
already-
fist up?
I can
Lords
tell.
of Toys.
I was doing like a fist pump thing.
Welcome to
Okay.
the show. Hi, everybody. I have a feeling we're going to have new people watching tonight because it's a hot button issue. So, welcome to the fold. We will evangelize you to the way of toy anxiety.
Oh yeah.
Whatever that
We're
way
gonna
is.
baptize
Don't be weird.
you.
Craig,
Yeah. What?
it's 100 degrees. Take off that fucking jacket. What are you doing?
Listen, this is we got a giveaway a couple weeks ago from Bull Airs,
Yep.
Okay.
and they were nice enough to send over. I know it's very controversial. That's another controversy. These YouTubers getting free stuff. Listen,
Wait.
all I
only,
know is
only YouTuber got free stuff. I don't remember getting anything from Bull Airs, and I don't think Jake did either.
I mean, I was offered some stuff, and I also got to hang out with Bull Airs at Designer Con. And hey,
Oh,
you know
okay.
what? He's a cool
Bull Airs
dude.
hate.
he's a great
Bull
guy.
Airs-
He's a great guy.
Guess what? Hates
He-
Canada.
He did say he mentioned that to me though. He said something
Yeah.
about
He did.
Canada. Hey guys, I'm gonna break away here for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Okay, so Jake will be right back. I will say this: it is warm, but thank you, Bull Airs, for the McFly inspired Back to the Future 2 jacket. You could either be Marty McFly in 2015, or you could be Marty McFly Jr., who's like, I don't know, Biff, I'm gonna have to ask my father. Either way, this jacket rules. I've wanted something like this for a very long time.
Hey, Craig, I'm gonna be out of character for a second.
Yeah, okay.
You look good in that jacket.
Hey, thanks, man. I
Yeah.
really appreciate it. I was commenting before the show started that looking at this square of this jacket with these toys behind me, like if I could show this to my 7-year-old self, I would be like, it all went according to plan. The future. But it is a little warm, so I'm going to
Yes, it's
take
okay.
it
But
off.
hey,
Take it off.
that's a great CM Punk. He's the 5th member of the Survivor Series War Games men's team with the original Bloodline.
Some people would say that toy anxiety is kind of an extension of the bloodline, if you think about it really hard.
If you really think about it, like I acknowledge me. Hasbro seems to acknowledge us.
They do. They do.
They do, yeah. That's been a hot topic.
So listen, guys.
NECA does too, but we'll get into that.
Right, we're gonna get into it. So we're gonna kick off tonight a little bit differently. First of all, shout out to Abigail Gardner, feeling a little under the weather. Thanksgiving, the flu is going around, or the COVID or
that's right.
something.
It's your Thanksgiving.
It's Thanksgiving this week. So
What are you having for dinner? KFC and craft dinner?
well, it's not till Thursday. So we're gonna get
Okay.
something. We're gonna get something. Turkey or green bean casserole. I love that. That's my favorite, green bean casserole.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's like a Southern thing, I think, but it's gonna be great.
Do you make it
so-
yourself?
No, I don't make it. Publix
Oh.
makes it. The grocery store makes it for me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
fine.
it's great. So what we're gonna do is say hi to the chat, send well wishes to Abigail, and then we'll get into the NECA talk, and then we'll move on because we have tons of pickups and other fun stuff. And
There's some dastardly news that no one's talking about, which is amazing. We got to bring it up tonight as
we're
well.
gonna bring it up too.
Hey,
And
before we get going, can I
Yeah.
shout somebody out? I was at
Please.
I'm asking, but I'm not asking. I was at I went to Decon last like 2 weeks ago, and
Mm.
I was helping Jay Key set up for Tokyo Toy Town, and I'm walking around and I hear a voice go, "You look like Jacob Walsh,"
Nice.
and I am he.
I-
Lord of the Toys.
Yeah, so it was this guy, he's a listener, and he stopped and talked to me for a little bit. He watches the shows. He asked me to say hi to you guys, but he did stop back by towards the end of the show, and he handed me like some of his prints. Look at these prints he does. Murderous Automaton is the name he goes by.
I follow him on Instagram.
He gave me some of these for everybody. A lot of Ninja Turtle guys here. He also gave me his graphic novel that he wrote and did the art for, which is crazy. It's pretty insane. So
Nice.
Appreciate it to him.
Nice.
He's such a cool dude. Came up to me and said hi and had very kind things to say about toy anxiety and YHS. So I got a bunch of stickers and everything here for everybody, but I just wanted to say thanks.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, that is awesome.
Yeah. And what's if somebody can find his Instagram, put it in the chat.
It's Murderous Automaton.
Somebody do that. Murderous Automaton.
Craig, can you spell that?
Craig's like,
Seems like
I
there's
can
a
barely
lot of-
say it.
There's a lot of letters in that.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
syllables.
Got some stickers and some he gave me some good stuff here.
You guys might not know this about Jacob Walsh. I've known him for a very long time. He loves sticker packs. Big fan.
I like stickers, sure.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. We all do. Well, that's very cool. Thank you, Jason Grahowski, for posting that. By the way, whether you're new to the show or you've been here for a long time, go ahead and hit that like button. Let YouTube know that this is content that you enjoy. We are going to get into the NECA talk here in a moment. We were back and forth on whether or not we even wanted to talk about it, but I think it's been talked about for about a week. We'll be the final word. After tonight,
Yep.
I don't want to hear a damn word about it.
Nobody, you're done after tonight. You're not allowed to say anything about it.
Absolutely.
This is the final word exists in here.
Here. That's
if
right.
Jerry Springer, who, by the way, I don't know if we ever talked about this,
Ryan said it's done, and if Ryan says it's done, dude.
then it's
done.
done. It's over. Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
That's-
man.
What about Jerry Springer?
If he did final thoughts, I wish we could have him on to give the final thoughts on the
Oh,
NECA.
we tried to
I
get
don't
him for
know
the. Did we ever tell anybody we tried to get him for the Jeffries one year?
We did. It was right before he passed away.
Yeah.
We booked him on Cameo, and it
Yeah.
didn't happen.
Wait,
unfortunately.
we actually booked him, right?
Yeah, we were waiting.
We booked him,
Yeah.
and we're like, "Where the fuck is our cameo?" And then he was like,
And then
"Oh,
they announced he
sorry,
died.
I died."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his cameo.
Video.
If you're seeing, yeah, he was like,
Hey,
if you're seeing this,
we paid, and they couldn't give us our money back, so the cameo was just like a video of his funeral.
oh Jesus.
Oh my God, Jacob.
Just got to watch.
Oh, that's dark.
Whatever. The dude fucking.
Hey, guess
he
what?
doesn't care.
People die. It happens every
People
hour.
die. Yeah.
Every hour. Damn.
Even sooner. Let's say hi to the chat. McFly Toys is here. That would be awesome. Alpha
Hey, we can
Proto
get
is
to-
here.
Hey, hang on. Go back to that
Yeah.
for one hot second. We
Which
could
one?
get Steve Harvey, but we'll get the Kevin from Toying Around. We'll get
Okay.
him as Steve Harvey. He's a great Steve Harvey.
He's a great Steve Harvey. I
Cool.
agree.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go.
Soulcraft, Attack Peter, Miles Gage, Mike Hunt, Jason Grahowski, Thomas Crosby,
Mike
Cartman,
Hunt, huh?
Mr. Michael T. Hey, listen. What the fuck?
Got you to say it.
He got me saying Ray Alonso is here. Jessica Barker, the Retro Goat, Johnny Disco, the Culture Vulture, Soulcraft, William Rodriguez, Stormfire Blizzard, Deep Space Niner. Who else? Dora Laxon, Z-Man at the party, Peak Obi-Wan, Davey Sock Rocker, Luis Ballesteros, the Retro Goat, the Deadheads are here. With All Faults, Johnny Cock, Jessica Parker,
Johnny.
J-Rod. Hey, J-Rod, I believe, was the one who won the 2 in the box that we gave away like a year and a half ago. So he's
wow.
going to get his 2 in the box in the mail.
Very cool.
Another controversial topic. We'll get to that too. And J Key is here.
Yay.
Toku
Thank you.
Toy Town Zone. A lot of people watching again. Thank you for being here. The one thing we'll say, because I know the NECA stuff gets people all heated up one way or the other. Let's have fun. Let's have some fun when we talk about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Right. Real quick, I did want to say the Mondo Real Ghostbusters figures are not on sale anymore. That sale is over. So I hope
done,
everybody
dude.
got their
Wow.
orders in.
Guess what
I'm
else is
sup-
about to be over?
what?
Sentinel pre-orders.
It's all ending.
Oh wow.
It's all
It's all
ending.
ending.
How many did you get, Ryan?
I just got one because
Just one boy?
I didn't want to get sticker shocked
Yeah.
next year when our dollar drops to like
Right.
tariff
I get it.
levels.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get so
I
one
got
it
you.
was.
I got you. Actually, the new Terrifier movie, Terrifier 4, is called Terrifier.
Nice.
So a lot of people don't know that.
that.
A lot of people don't know that. Sorry. So I hope you got your Mondo orders in. Obviously, talking to the guys at Mondo, Peter, Hector, Alex Brewer, the sculptor. What did I call? I called him Toy Jesus to Ryan today.
Who, Alex?
Alex, yeah, he's Toy
Alex,
Jesus.
yeah.
He resurrected real Ghostbusters by himself. Longer than 3 days, though. Jesus, 3 days. Real Ghostbusters toys, like 50, 80 years or something like that.
Yeah, but the Ghostbusters thing is actually happening.
It's actually happening.
It's
And we're
real.
super
It's real.
excited.
Yeah.
Listen. Mondo is a private company. They're going to not announce number. It's not like the HasLab. We can't see how many they sold, but by talking to those guys, it seems like it was super successful. And I'm really excited because Egon and Boogeyman will be next. And I think that's going to probably happen in like January, February. So if
it's coming.
Peter's in here,
It's coming.
Hot take.
go.
Hot take.
Yeah.
I think Egon is going to sell better than Peter just
Wow.
because of Boogeyman alone.
Okay.
That's my take.
I mean, the Boogeyman alone will make us rich beyond our wildest dreams.
Yeah, it's good. Can we do a skit next year too, where we pull Peter Venkman out of a cave? It would be like he's returned, and it's like it's a new Easter. It's our
New Easter, the real Easter.
The real Easter. Can we do that?
Hey,
Brock
Hey.
Parker, you let us know if we're allowed
Listen.
to do that.
we're YouTubers. We're YouTubers who get HasLabs early.
Brock,
do
are we
whatever
allowed to
Fuck
blaspheme?
we want.
Yeah.
All right, listen,
If Brock says I can blaspheme, I'm blaspheming.
Yeah.
dude. I haven't
Blaspheming makes me feel good.
blast.
If Brock
Fuming?
says no,
Yeah, then we can't
Brock
do
is
it.
Then no.
Brock's my pastor. A lot of people don't know that. All right, let's talk about NECA. All right, let's get into it. I think most of the people here probably know the story.
yeah.
But let's go. And by the way, I didn't realize this whole Donatello lab thing. This has been going on for a while. The people who were sent doubles were sent them, I think, at the beginning of October. So let's do the high level. Donatello's lab pre-orders earlier this year. Everybody orders. Whatever. It's $300.
No complaints during the pre-order process,
Yeah, nobody's ever complained about a NECA toy before.
right?
It's a shoebox.
Yeah.
I'll be getting mine from Ramen Toys.
Yeah.
So they do that, and then they start shipping a certain amount of people. Nobody knows how many. Could be 10 people, could be 100 people. I don't know. I don't think they sold thousands of these things, right? They maybe only sold 500 Donatello's labs. Nobody knows. Nobody will ever know. But certain people were sent doubles, and other people had not received theirs yet. So maybe you ordered one, you got 2 in the mail. Not 2 in the box, 2 in the mail. So this controversy starts when NECA sends out this email the other day. I've got the email pulled up. It started going around the Facebook groups and all that. All right. So here's the email that was sent out. Thank you for being a loyal NECA customer. We're writing to inform you that due to an unexpected error in our system, our shipping system, you received an extra layer. By the way, I love the idea of somebody getting this email and being like, no, I didn't.
We
No,
know you did.
No, I didn't. That wasn't that was something else. That was literally flowers for my mom. Okay. We sincerely apologize for the mix-up and confusion. To help us resolve the situation and ensure there's enough dioramas for the customers who bought them, we request that you return the extra product to us. So basically, I'm not going to read the whole thing. They offered, they're going to pay for the shipping label. They're going to give you $100 NECA store credit.
That sounds
And they
awesome.
did say that if you don't return it, that might affect your ability to buy from the NECA store in the future.
Well, that's not good.
That's not as good. So let's just roundtable it. Ryan, what do you think of this first email? Let's say put yourself in the collector's shoes.
Oh, okay. Well, I deserve everything, and I should get it early. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Everyone, calm down. Well, I don't know. It's because I don't scalp things right away in 2 seconds, unlike some people I know in this room. That shipping it back and then paying for the shipping would not bother me at all. However, when we get to the second email kind of thing, because I think they gave you a time limit. Canada Post is in the middle of a strike right now. So even if I did send it back, I could probably still get their threatened fine because it wouldn't get there in time because everything's so backlogged.
You're talking from the perspective of being in Canada and that specific.
I'm talking. Well, you said from the collect. I'm a Canadian collector. I collect on hard mode. This is what we do.
Well, this email doesn't have. Does this email have a?
No, not this one.
Okay,
not this one. I'm kind of jumping ahead. But if I just got this email and there wasn't a strike, I think I probably wouldn't even thought twice about it. Of the whole I'll just ship it back and it's $100. That'll be $100 to the next section I can put towards the next piece of the layer, right? Because there's more layer coming. They still haven't released the kitchen.
There's more layer to come.
There's more layer to come.
Just to offer some context, I think one of the issues is that
attack Peter.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna call you after this. We're gonna have a talk.
Okay. Don't attack Peter. I think one of the issues here is that NECA probably realized the mistake, and I think sometimes we think of these like NECA at the end of the day is a mid-sized company. They've been doing it a long time, but what happened? They only produced enough to send out. NECA fucked up, basically. NECA made a mistake. Who at NECA? This is where I kind of start taking an issue with the collectors. It's not Randy at NECA. It's not Trevor. Right. They likely have a third-party logistics team or a third-party systems team.
Yeah. NECA's probably just as annoyed about these emails as everybody else.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Here, can I...
Please.
As far as this email goes, this sounds completely fine to me.
Yeah.
It said this email says, "Hey, we did a boo-boo."
Yeah.
It literally says the words, "We profusely apologize. We're very sorry."
Yeah.
In exchange for you, literally all you have to do is stop by the mail and drop something off for us. We're going to give you $100.
Right.
That's pretty That's pretty cool to me. That this seems fine. It's like the smallest inconvenience possible.
Now I'm sure there are
this email is fine.
Now I'm sure there are people who got the 2 labs and already flipped theirs, and I think that's where.
Well, they're bad people.
They are people
Those
who get
are bad
things for
people.
Free and then flip them are terrible.
If you're
people.
accidentally sent 2 things and you don't even try to figure out should I send one back and you just flip it,
that's true.
Bad. Yeah,
I agree with
bad
you.
Person.
Yeah, you're a bad person.
Hold on. Stop it. I'm not going to call you a bad person, but maybe
I am.
Maybe I know you are.
Yeah.
Maybe you should have thought about it first, because clearly you weren't supposed to get 2, right? Or you give yourself a little bit of a waiting period. I'm going to sit on this for a year.
That's what a smart person would do. Let me hold on to it for a while. If nobody says anything, if it's a fuck up and they don't care, I'll keep it. If they ask for it back, you can't be mad. You didn't pay for that.
Now, I will say this, though. I think there's a lot of anecdotal evidence being thrown around here.
Sure.
We do not know how many people this affected. This could be 20 people.
That's true.
It feels louder because of the YouTube and because of the internet and because of Facebook groups, but we only saw a couple people saying, "Oh, I got this email." We didn't see 300 people reporting this. This same email's been go. It's just the one guy, Rick or Dan or whatever the guy's name. I think it's blocked out here. It's only the one email going around. So I'm sure somebody's gonna be like, "No, there's 3, whatever." Okay, so that's the first email. It's a situation affecting a small number of collectors that were sent to. Now, the second email is where it gets a little dicey. This one says,
Let's hear this one.
hello, Jack. Now, I like to pretend that this was not the guy's name's not Jack, that this is just they went with
Just
like a
puts
Joe
blanket
Biden.
email.
Hey, Jack, listen. By now, you should have received a shipping label to return the misshipped item. If we do not receive the piece back in the next few weeks, you're going to be charged for it. It will be exempted from future offerings. Please realize that by not returning the piece that was misshipped, you are taking away from another collector. This one's got a little gasoline on the fire.
If it were me writing these emails, I think my second email would be closer to the first email, and it would be like, "Hey, please send us this back." Would be a little. It would be more. This sounds like somebody. This seems like. Let me tell you exactly what this sounds like. This sounds like, as a joke, Ryan wrote the email up and accidentally hit send to everybody.
Yeah.
This is kind of a crazy email to send.
Now, I will say
is-
this. I think this is really important. Davey said this right here. We got to highlight Davey. NECA is within their legal rights to charge for the second one. Now,
Okay.
there's been a lot of talk about, the consumer rights and the what is the government body? It's not the FCC, it's the FHC, whatever the thing is. I'll figure it out. Somebody tell me in the chat. There's a government body that FTC. There you go.
The FTC won't let me.
There
Yeah,
are people
which
in the
also
chat-
stands for fuck toy collectors, which I found out today.
There are people in the chat saying they're not sure if this email is even real, and I don't know how many people post it. I've seen this going around, but it's a screenshot of the one that says "Hey Jack," so
Right.
that's a possibility. I don't know if this is real either.
Yeah.
Why didn't Jake read this? Jake should have read this email.
By now. I want to read it in Palpatine's voice. Let me find an AI thing and see. By now, you should have received a shipping label.
No patience for patience says
okay.
it's real. I got it. Okay.
Okay, so it is real. Now, the
Crazy.
FTC, Federal Trade Commission, a lot of people saying they're within their rights. They can charge, they can't charge. AJ Quick from gbfans.com did a deep dive. Couple things to know. Laws are different by state. I don't have all the details, but AJ, who has been selling to customers for 20 years.
Well, he's small business, so he needs to know this.
He's a small business owner. Told us it is within their rights to charge. Will they? I don't see that happening. Feels like a threat. Maybe AJ can expound a little bit in the chat on. Okay.
Wow, a lot of fucking lawyers in the chat tonight.
Rye says the
a lot of
FTC
people have
rule
no idea what they're talking about.
is not applicable to the NECA situation. The contract law issue. NECA has the legal right to pursue payment for unreturned items. People pushing the FTC narrative are incorrect. Okay, so listen, we're not going to get into all of that.
Well, because we're not lawyers and we don't.
Because we're not lawyers,
because we don't fucking know.
Because we don't know. But I just kind of want to get an opinion-based roundtable, and then we'll move on. Yes, Rye is. Yes, I am a licensed. Thank you, Rye.
Oh, thank you, Rye.
I like that.
Amazing.
Johnny
I like
Cochran.
Rye. I like.
Hey,
Please call
if
in.
the Donatello lab doesn't fit, you must quit. Hey, by the way, Matt needs a lawyer. So
Rye,
somebody hit
you
him
can
up.
Help out, Matt.
Please.
Skeletor needs a lawyer. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. It's a situation with Tila. It's bad news. Bad news. All right, let's get into it.
Oh, I like this. I'm not
think,
joking.
I'm not joking. I think that this comes. I've been thinking about this a lot the last couple days, and I kind of see all sides of it. I think NECA, obviously, there's a whoopsie, right, by sending out the double product. That's obvious. The way they're handling it, I think they should have just made a blanket statement, be transparent. They do the guilt thing here, like you're taking it away from another collector. It's a little manipulative, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
What do you guys
that's
think
why
of that?
that's why Jake said sounds like Ryan was writing this just to be a shithead and then accidentally press send, because that is how many times do I do that on the show? Like every week. So yeah, I don't know. This is a very this is a shit email.
I'd
be embarrassed to have written this.
I agree. There's like they're handling it in sort of a weird, out of left field way. But I also think people are overreacting to this stuff as well. And it feels like one thing that people really love to do is like have this like pitchfork mentality where they're like, let's jump, fucking kill Frankenstein. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, he didn't do anything, you know, like, and I'm not saying that NECA is like, perfect over there and that, they're not fucking some stuff up, but calm the fuck down. Like you said, we have no idea what the numbers are. Just chill. Just say, hey, also just send back the extra. Just send it back.
Yeah.
So
it's an extra $100 in your for your next or like that's a lot. That's a lot of
and even if you let's say you're gonna try to flip it and you sell it for $300 on eBay, and then you pay $75 in fees, and then you got to pay for dude. Here's the thing that I've been thinking about, and this comes and we after this we can move on, and if people have questions, we can just
there's
whatever.
Some fun. Hold on, there's some fun.
Yeah, highlight the comments. People are having fun.
This is so funny to me. Starfig, the internet known for being chill.
Yeah, when they do a documentary on the internet, it's gonna be like one thing about the internet. It was always like really calm, kind of like a relaxed place.
Yeah, had quite the vibe. It was.
You're a NECA collector, right? I think it's safe to assume if you're buying the Donatello's Lab, you are a hardcore animated Ninja Turtles collector from that line, right?
Or even just
that
a
is
turtle
like
collector. You're just hardcore. That's your
top
jam.
tier premium item. We're 5 or 6 years into the line. We love Trevor. We love what NECA has done. Every year, the NECA booth at Toy Fair, Comic-Con, people are freaking out about all the NECA reveals, Turtles specifically. Why is there such an adversarial relationship? Like, if I'm a collector, I spend a lot of money and I give it to NECA as a consumer.
Right.
Which means I support that company by giving them money. And they give me products I like. They come to me and say, hey, we screwed up. We made a mistake. You're an avid collector of our product. Would you help us out? I'm not saying it is their fault. And I'm not saying they didn't make a mistake. And I'm not saying this is even like a moral thing, because I don't really do morals like good, bad, right, wrong. I'm just saying.
We can tell by the thumbnail, but yeah, go ahead.
Listen, what I'm saying is, if I'm somebody who supports that brand, and it's not Walmart, okay? This is NECA. This is not like Amazon. I feel like I would be like, you know what? I buy a lot of stuff from them. They make product that I really like. And this is not a great situation, but they're offering a make good by giving me $100 free towards a future product. Personally, I would send it back, because it's like, I'm not saying because it's the right thing to do, but it's like,
it's $100.
Don't you want NECA to keep going and making cool stuff?
Right. Well, that's something that we talk about a lot. Is it's so weird how so many collectors seem to have this really weird adversarial relationship with the toy companies, and they they talk like they hate them, but they're still buying stuff. And it's like, I'm a collector. And I want the companies to make cool things, and I want to buy the things they're making. So it's a bummer when something like this happens. It's like, oh, like let's just fix it and let's move on. I don't know.
Right, because if I'm a Turtles collector and they're making the Donatello's Lab and the sewer layer, and they made the van, and they still want to do the premium, the Krang's android body, like, I want to help get those things across the finish line. It's the same with the HasLab stuff, like the Ecto HasLab. People like, if you've ever typed, I hope this fails about a toy that other people are excited about, like, I don't.
As an adult, that is just such a weird thing to like dwell on and get mad about.
Right. So, like, to me, it comes down to this point of
also,
go ahead. No, go for it. No,
I was just gonna say, also, like, people complaining about having to like, whoa, I got to go to the post office. Yeah, you fucking lazy piece of shit. Go to the post office.
Hey, I like this. All about the villains.
I'm just saying,
it's
like,
to be a villain. I like
that.
I
mean, it's easy. I mean, the post office stop whatever job you work at. I guarantee you, a mailman stops there every day. All you have to do is say, "Hey, take this."
Right.
You can do that.
Jacob,
You can
I
do
think
that. You don't have to go to the post office.
Yeah, you can do that in Canada. They will come to your place and pick up your. Well, when Canada Post is not on strike, they will come to your because they're already coming to your place.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's
Or
how I
around
ship. That's how I ship most of my packages
Yeah,
out. I
they
wait
will-
for the mailman to come to work, and
They will come pick up
I
your
say,
stuff.
"Here,
and, yeah,
please," and they
Yep.
go, "Thank you," and they take
as long
it.
as it's paid for and the labels are there, they have no problem taking it. And it's
Um,
nice to know that same thing happens in the States. Sorry, go ahead. Arizona Hunters Guild.
Real quick
Why
before
can
before we read this, lots of over 300 people watching. We appreciate you guys being here. It's a fun discussion. This is great. Arizona Toy Hunters Guild. Why can Ramen Toys, who made the same mistake, fix it without asking for people to ship back, but a bigger company like NECA can't? I mean, the truth is, we don't know. Like the other day on Geek Dad Life, they were talking about like, could this end NECA as a company? Like, no, probably not. But we literally don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know the logistics. As somebody, I have worked. Let me peel back the curtain a little bit. For the last 10 years, I've worked in customer-facing roles for a very large tech company.
Which company?
The company is called. I mean, most people know that I work
I
for
don't know.
NECA
I haven't-
Toys.
Yeah, nice.
So, I literally build out education and training for sellers and customer service reps. If I were to read this as a reply from a customer service rep, I would go, "Oh, this is not good. This is just not a great email." But the language and the delivery of the language is separate from the situation, right? The
Right,
situation is NECA has a big logistical shipping issue that they need to fix, and they are asking their customers to take part in that fix. Whether or not the customer, like, it's like literally the Dark Knight, like at the end with the two boats, and the Joker's like, "You guys got to make a decision.
Yeah.
Will Gotham prevail and do the right thing, or will everybody say, 'Fuck you, I'm flipping my Donatello's lab. I hope the company
That's-
burns.'" Like,
All the
I don't
toy
know.
collectors are pressing the button,
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the key. There we go.
Yeah. I can't wait to blow that other ship
Welcome.
up.
Yeah.
So, but I do, and there are people saying NECA is notorious for bad customer service and notorious for. Here's what I'll say: all these companies aren't great at customer service.
Yeah.
NECA,
I don't know.
Super
Mondo
Touch-
is.
Mondo. Well, listen, Mondo is a little different. We
I
love
know,
Mondo.
but it's just like you could say, like, "Oh, hey, my rogue eye looks just slightly off by a millimeter." They're like, "Here's 5 new rogues." Oh,
That
thanks.
does not happen.
Well,
but what
you
I'm
know I
saying
mean,
is,
but they send you replacements and pretty quick.
when I say all these companies, I mean like companies in general have it can be really hard to get good communication from a customer service perspective to the customers. I think the best thing NECA could have done, and maybe they still should, is be a little bit more transparent about how many people were affected and what the possible consequences are. And if you are willing to help out, that would be amazing. But it kind of is what it is. Like there's not really a whole lot. If there's a third email that's like even more threatening, then it's going to be like, okay. But here's my last take. I have a feeling majority of the people just sent it back.
Yeah. I think all the people who are like, I shouldn't have to send it back because it wasn't my mess up. That seems like you're probably the same people who don't return your shopping carts, and that tells me a lot about you. So,
I mean,
it
if
sucks.
you listen,
It's a mess up and whatever.
If you take money, if you go to take $100 out of an ATM and it gives you 200, you're not allowed to keep that money. Like maybe you won't get caught, but like legally, you can't be like, "Well, ATM messed up, not my fucking problem. I don't care."
Right.
Like that's just not how it works.
I mean, just I don't know, like it's just nice to be nice. You know what I mean? Like just be a decent person. Like it's not like I don't know. It's not that
yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's really easy to just now. Like I'm not saying NECA still shouldn't have put out that second email. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I was NECA, I would I would reward anybody who sent it back with like an exclusive figure, like a variant. Like
I don't know if I would necessarily, because they're already getting the $100 reward, but I would reward the people that had to wait. and were patient enough to wait.
Yeah.
Who did not get theirs.
Matt Bush says NECA shipping has been rough lately, according to online stores and Target. Not happy with the appearance of the NECA section. Yeah, I mean, that's the other side. Maybe there is more to the story. Maybe there's some internal stuff going on there that, like, this discussion is a public-facing thing, but you never know what's going on behind the scenes of anything, right?
Right. And if you flipped it and they still charge you, you probably still made a profit. So stop crying.
Honestly, here's the deal. If they charge you, you could probably fight the charges with your bank and they'll probably side with you. Like, but until somebody gets charged, it kind of feels like a moot point.
Yeah,
right.
There's that too. Anyways, I'm looking forward to the Sesame Street figures from NECA, and I'm really excited about the Toonie, What We Do in the Shadows figures.
Yeah.
You know,
there's no doubt the other thing is, I will say this, there's a lot of toy companies that announce toys that never get made or take years to make. NECA has delivered an incredible amount of product over the last 5 or 10 years. So,
and I hope that everyone that did order Donatello's Lab and didn't get one, I hope you're not waiting too long, and I hope that you get it, and I hope that you love it.
By the way, I thought this was like I thought we did this the right way. Like, we didn't go too hard either direction.
Because it is a bummer for both. Like I like you said, I can see being a little annoyed on both sides of you just don't have to become a crazy person and freak out and be like, I hope they burn, because it's like, all right, well, it sucks, but we'll get past it, and they'll apologize. They apologize, whatever.
Yeah.
I just want to buy toys.
If you're not personally involved, maybe we should all just maybe that one guy in the chat who's like, I got the email, maybe his opinion counts way more than any of ours. So
so if you have an opinion, drop it in the thing and we'll highlight it.
Yeah. If you're part of this.
And if you're still here.
And by the way, we are friends with Trevor from NECA. He's literally the brand manager from Ninja Turtles and the lead sculptor, but he has nothing to do with this.
Right.
He's sitting in a room, sculpting Bebops and Rocksteadies. He's not doing shipping.
Playing with calico critters and army ants. That's what Trevor's doing right now.
So okay, yes, we are all ready for DesignerCon pickups. Lots of pickups tonight. Real quick, thank you guys for being here. If you've enjoyed the discussion and you're brand new, stick around because we got a lot of fun happening. We have Extreme Toy Anxiety tonight, Patreon exclusive, happening after this episode. So if you're part of the Patreon, you already got the email. It's been posted in the Discord. $5 a month gets you to the Patreon,
right?
And we're gonna have we're getting to the real Donatello conversation.
That's where we'll.
Should Donatello hook up with April from in the 2012 Turtles? Did they hook up? We got to know. We got to talk about it.
Were there pictures?
Let's find out. We're going to search the internet and
here we go. Real quick,
Craig's art skills.
My art. Listen, we got a HasLab Ecto 1. We're going to talk about it more next week because it ends next week. Next Monday night at midnight, I think. So
hopefully we don't have to do a countdown show. Hopefully it's
hopefully we don't.
Just funds. But we had a good bump today.
Had over 400 today. Biggest day in weeks. It's at 9,878. I think it's going to fund this weekend. How do you like that?
Nice. It's a good weekend.
That's my prediction.
Cool. Yeah.
But we'll update it, and if it is coming down to the wire, maybe we will do a countdown show. Maybe I already have a thumbnail made just in case. Got to have emergency thumbnails.
Did
but
the
I'm excited.
Ecto one fail?
Yeah. Oh my!
We're not funding this because we know YouTubers will get it first. They're not real fans.
It's a picture of the Rancor driving the Ecto 1, driving it away
off a cliff.
Cookie Monster on the top,
stealing
of the hood.
it. Yeah. Oh, it's like, hold on, it's like the classic Ghostbusters picture, but with all the failed HasLab.
I almost want it to not happen so we can make that.
So funny.
We should make it anyways, just for fun. Let's just
do it.
Dude. Do another one where it's all the ones that the HasLabs that made it. So
so you can use one either way.
You can use one or the other.
Yeah, I think that we're gonna have to make that image at some point. Okay, So we'll talk more about that next week. I have good feelings about it. There's always a last day bump. It's all the people who are leaving comments on every fucking HasLab video we've made that said this thing's not funding. Laugh face emoji. I can't wait for it to fund. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I'm even
All right,
rocking my button today just to promote.
Should
Oh,
we?
wow.
Oh, you got the HasLab button. That's very
Got
cool.
the HasLab button.
Very cool.
Let's get into pickups because I know there's a million and sorry, I know.
What are you
I don't
laughing
care.
at?
I don't care. I don't care. Fuck everybody. I'm sharing my
you-
bad
what?
screen right now. Look at this.
Oh my god.
We try. You're over there making AI art of the Rancor and Cookie.
Oh.
Well, it got the Cookie Monster correct.
Yeah, everything looks good except for the random Stormtrooper helmet, and that is not a Rancor. But okay,
That is not a Rancor. I don't know what that is.
Oh my god.
Hang on. I have
Oh
to
my
highlight this
God.
message because it was really funny in the chat. I started to
Yeah.
make sure I didn't forget.
Okay.
Dole taught me how to be adversarial. Ever hear him talk about Lucasfilm and the vintage collection? Look, that's not adversarial. That's with love because I expect better. But also, Lucasfilm hates toys. I just want to point that out. No, I'm kidding. I'm half
Yeah.
kidding.
Guys,
And,
no, I don't support AI art, but just to let
Oh.
everybody know, all of the entertainment that you watch over the next 20 years will have a ton of AI in it. So I'm not the criminal. Blame Paramount. Blame Star Trek.
Blame Coca-Cola. Their Christmas commercial is all AI as well.
Oh yeah,
For those
and
who
also
don't know.
let's blame Steven Spielberg and Stanley Kubrick, the originators of AI.
100%. Oh my god. I hate that, but that was really funny. Johnny Cock, $5 super chat. In Canadian. So thank you, Johnny Cock.
looks like
I'm ready for
$100.
Jacob's Designer Con pickups. Trust me, we are all wet for Jacob pickups.
Good stuff.
Let's
Yeah.
do it, Jacob.
Let's do it.
I got a couple little pickups, but nothing.
Well,
major.
let me just start off with one thing that you guys have already talked about, but I need to show it off because I'm feeling a little bad that I stole this from another collector who paid for it, but I did get my 2 in the box here. They took somebody else's, sent it to me, and
Do you love it?
Very happy to have. Oh, I've been playing with this thing. The trap is awesome.
It's so
Nice.
good.
Yeah, I've been playing with these all day. So
It is-
Very cool.
thank you.
The trap
Hasbro.
just
Very
feels
sorry.
good.
Yeah, it does. It's nice and heavy, and I like this feature being able
Yep.
to pull.
Yeah,
it
the
out.
cartridge,
Like, it
yep,
just,
yep.
Yeah, it feels good.
We need a HasLab Ecto containment unit now to go with it.
I was rolling it on the floor earlier and stepping on the pedal and shit.
My
It was great.
neighbors have had to hear me roll that thing down the hallway at 2 in the morning.
That's
It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, it's cool.
That's fucking
It's
great.
got a little nightlight in it.
Hey, can I say I have one nitpick?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So when you do the whole ghost capture thing and you see the things go up and down, it doesn't have that big rattle like the Maddie collector one had.
The Maddie moved around.
And I was kind of hoping
missed
this
that?
did the same. I missed
Doesn't
that.
it have a rumble feature, or is it just not as strong?
It does.
I-
It's just not as strong.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyway, that's not a make or break. I'm just
No,
saying
not
that's
at all.
it is a nitpick. That trap is amazing, and like I said, it doesn't feel like, because the Maddie one, it's great, but it still feels like plastic. This
Yeah.
one, if someone breaks into your house, you can fuck them.
You could hit. Yeah, you could hit them.
Yeah.
It's a weapon.
That's how they should be advertising. Real quick, I want to shout. We were just talking about the HasLab. The Brian Brink chart has been updated with new projections. Data-driven models here project the Hasbro Ecto 1 finishing somewhere between 12,478 and 15,285. So, when in doubt, look to the charts. I always say. Thank you, Brian.
Yeah.
Brink,
Yep.
for your
Yeah,
I agree.
For sure. For sure.
Mhm.
Cool. By the way, we do Toy Anxiety every Tuesday night at 9:30, and you can also find it on, your favorite podcast feed, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anything like that. So, subscribe if you're new. Jacob, you want to start going through some of these pickups?
Yeah, I can do some more. I got one other thing here that wasn't a Designer Con pickup. This showed up while I was at Designer Con, And to be honest, I haven't opened it yet. I just haven't had time to even really think about it. But I got a hot toy in the mail. Look at this bad boy. I got this
Anakin
deluxe Darth Vader.
Skywalker.
Let's see. It's got
Dude,
the
packaging on
anniversary.
this?
Yeah, it's got the anniversary packaging.
That's
You
beautiful.
can see him on the inside. And this is the deluxe. This has so many things in it. There's like a base, there's hands, heads, all kinds of like this is
Yeah.
awesome. I'm gonna open this maybe later tonight.
That's awesome.
But yeah,
Dude, I would
excited
love
about
that.
that. Yeah.
Cool. I can let me show off. So I got a Matt Bush thing, and that's all I got. So I'll just show it off real quick. He sent a package, and I'll just show it. So he sent a vintage
Sorry if you sent anything, Matt, and it's like lost in Canada Post forever.
Ghostbusters frisbee
You
from
got a
1984.
frisbee?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's pretty cool.
That's
That's
cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's cool. Does it
And
glow
I'll
in the
probably
dark?
I don't know if it glows in the dark, but it's got a good depth to it, so I can put some soup in here. I can really
Don't do
make
that.
No, don't do that.
That's not for soup.
This is from the
Yeah.
cereal. It says Ghostbusters
You'll warp
brand
it.
cereal on it. So very cool. And then he
Oh.
also he knew that these were dupes. I guess we'll probably do these as a giveaway. Here's the giveaway. If the HasLab unlocks next week, we'll give away some Plasma Series figures. We've got Ray and Peter from the first wave of Plasma Series. He said these were a good deal on Big Bad Toy Store. So thank you for these. And
nice.
yeah, if that Ecto unlocks, we'll give away some figs. But that's all
Oh,
I got.
that's great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt
Thank you,
Bush,
Matt.
for that because
Thank you, Matt.
look, see, he's buying stuff for you guys too because we're going to be giving it away.
There you go.
That's
All right,
nice of you to
Ryan.
think about it.
You got anything?
I got a couple things. I'll show off this one first. I got my 3-pack of Superpowers of Justice Society. So the Alan Scott Green Lantern, Hour Man, and Starman.
Those look great. Colors are great.
These look great. Now, make some goddamn. This is me being adversarial now. You want to see me be adversarial? This is it. Todd, make some goddamn women.
Hey, Todd was nominated for Action Figure of the Year for the Batman 66 Adam West multiverse figure in the Toddies.
Well, that's not a real toy.
Whatever.
Your eyes. That's one of the funniest looks I've
Whatever.
ever seen. That was great.
All right. If you got mad about 2 in the box, you're gonna get mad at this one too. This one showed up in the mail.
What the fuck?
I'd like to thank Hasbro for this. So I got one early and I got one, I guess, really late.
Wow,
I got a Galactus.
Holy shit.
that's amazing.
Ryan.
Hey,
State of Star Wars. Weren't we talking about this? I asked you if you could get Galactus or Barge. What would you get?
well, I first said Galactus, then you talked me into the Barge, and then they didn't give me a choice after that. They said, no, here, this is it.
Wait, they sent that to you?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Whose Galactus do you have?
It's mine. It's my Galactus. This is one of the best toy. He's my buddy. My buddy.
I love that
my
thing.
Buddy.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man. I
That's
could
awesome.
eat.
I mean,
morals
you
with-
deserve that.
You do deserve
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm super stoked. And I got he's just great. He's great.
Yeah.
Usually this hand is holding Silver Surfer, but it's hard
yeah.
to kind of like show and
Right.
Right.
around
Those
without-
figures are cool though. The heralds that it came with, those are great.
I know. Now I'm in that case of like, oh God, do I need the other heralds? And I'm like, no, I just need Silver Surfer. He's the one.
No, you need them all, and you're gonna need the new
No.
Silver Surfer. Somebody
For
was
what?
saying from the new movie.
Oh,
Ryan, don't you know there's a new Fantastic Four film being made?
I heard there's one. I just haven't seen anything of it.
Oh shit!
Oh, dude, first steps.
First steps.
Oh, by the way, I watched Force Awakens the other day. Movie's great. That part where Obi-Wan's like, Ray, these are your first steps. Love that part. Okay, move
Right.
on. What else you got? Congratulations on your Galactus.
Yeah,
no,
dude,
that's
thing
it. I can't just like imagine being like, oh, I got Galactus. Oh, and I got no. It ends.
That's your finale. Okay,
That's my
gotcha.
big finale, Mr. Galactus. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
It's beautiful.
Hey,
That's a
calm down.
good looking figure.
No,
Calm down.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous young man.
You're not sleeping with her, are you, Ryan?
It's always the quiet one.
You are not the quiet one. You're
Wait.
the opposite of the quiet one.
But
Very
no,
cool.
I'm-
Congratulations.
It makes me very happy. So
All right, Mr. Walsh. Been hearing about Designer Con.
Well, hold on. I got one other thing that showed up while I was at Designer Con that I forgot about.
Okay.
While I was at Designer Con, my pre-order from my Mondo All Monsters Attack the 3 set here of we got Godzilla. You know, everybody knows Godzilla.
Love
We
him.
got
that's cute.
Gabara, which listen,
Ooh.
for people who don't know, who aren't big in Godzilla stuff, All Monsters Attack is one of the like universally hated Godzilla movies. A lot of people that don't have culture don't like that movie. I think
Okay.
it's great. Gabara doesn't have a lot of figures out there, not a lot of Safubi, so very cool to get a Gabara. And then your third figure, another character that doesn't get a lot of love, is Minya.
Yeah,
It does in my
whatever you
house.
wanna
Hey,
call it.
I don't know
Yeah.
much about Godzilla, but Abby has me convinced that this is like the Roman Reigns or the Ric Flair of of Godzilla, like the top.
Gabara?
Yeah, that's
The weird
awesome.
this guy?
No, the
Oh,
Minya.
Minya.
Yeah,
Yeah. I love Minya. I love Minya. I think the Gabara design's really cool. And even though like the movies itself not it's not a masterpiece, but
Right.
it's cool to see these characters get a little extra
That's
love.
awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Jake, before you go,
Sure.
and I hate to do this, I just remembered I do have one more pickup. I have to.
I
want
wanna
to
see it.
All right, give me
Well,
2
good.
seconds. Give me
Okay.
2 seconds.
Oh,
I'll
can
be
you
right
show
back.
something while he goes away?
No, I'll wait. We'll just
Yeah,
we'll talk
it's
about your
literally 2
Galactus.
seconds. 2 seconds.
We'll talk about Galactus.
1,000. Hey Ryan, you know what my nitpick about the Galactus is? And it's a nitpick. That the colors are almost identical to the Sentinels colors. I wish that they were I mean, I know that the Sentinel and Galactus are the same colors, but I wish for the toys they maybe did different shades.
Or maybe one was metallic.
Yeah, that's my and I mean I don't even own the Galactus, which is a crime on it in itself, but that's my only nitpick is that I wish their colors were a little
Yeah,
different.
I'm gonna have them on opposite ends of the room so they won't be close to each other, so people aren't confused.
I get it. Yeah.
Hey, imagine Patrick Jarrett if NECA sent out if you got 2 Megans and you had to send one back, the life size ones.
Oh no.
All right, guys. So here's the deal. I can't believe. Listen, I don't want to pile on, but after Jake showed off his 2 in the box from Hasbro, and then Ryan showed off his Galactus, I was like, well, listen.
Oh, I know what you got. Let's see it.
Yeah.
So my friends at Hasbro were kind enough. They heard a rumor that I was dabbling back in classified,
God, they're gonna hate us in the comments.
and so this is Cobra Hiss tank. This is the first HasLab of the GI Joe classifieds from a couple of years ago, and I opened this. This is just the box. I opened it the other day. It's fucking awesome. It is so cool. And my class, I'm looking at my classified figures right now. It's getting legit again.
It's almost ready to sell.
It's almost ready to go.
I am not selling, guys. I'm done. I'm retiring from that life. In all here's the deal. Here's the deal. We got to talk about it for a second. Yeah, we do a lot of work on YouTube. We do the podcast. One of the benefits is sometimes you are able to get your hands on free product. The reason for that is because there's just a lot of work that goes into, it's like, okay, we got our 2 in the box early, but we also drove to New York and literally spent thousands of dollars on hotels and travel to go do a bunch of free promotions for Hasbro.
Yeah.
Just because we
Well,
want
it's
to do
all.
it.
I mean, it's also like people like to forget or ignore the fact that YHS has been losing money on doing those kind of things
For a decade.
9 years, and spending our entire. Hey, if you want free stuff, go back in time to when you were born, become severely unhealthily obsessed with something, spend your entire life annoying people by talking about it, start a podcast that no one listens to for the first 4 years, and then eventually someone to give you a free toy.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is that was a great summation. I'm extremely grateful for the opportunities that we get.
Me too.
And I think we try to keep it real here. The truth is, these people that work at these companies are all fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Emily and Pat.
Except whoever wrote that email.
Except for you, Mr. Hey Jack. No, listen, the guys at Hasbro and the Mondo team, like these are, and Trevor and these
Yeah.
are fucking great people. We love supporting the stuff that they work on. And if part of the
They've
hustle,
also become friends at this point.
They are friends.
And that's another thing is like like
Just
Mondo,
thank
we're
fucking great.
showing off a lot of Mondo stuff. I'm talking about Mondo a lot. Mondo is a company like you can call us shills, but like the truth is I was buying all of Mondo shit before I had a YouTube channel to like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I've just always liked the shit Mondo puts out. It's just that doing a show and having a YouTube channel kind of put us in a position to get to actually know the people at Mondo and
Right.
NECA and all of these companies, and we have become real life friends with these people.
Yeah.
And
But
that's the biggest gift of all, Craig.
no, well, the History's great too. Listen, I would say my thing is this. There's been a lot of, I didn't think we'd get into this, but there has been a lot of chatter about the 2 in the Box stuff and YouTubers and Adam
Yeah.
Savage and Ghostbusters news. And like at the end of the day, the craziest thing about, we've been talking about this a lot lately because it's like Thanksgiving and I'm feeling grateful and everything. We literally we started a podcast. We knew nobody. We had no connections to anything. We were just like dumb enough to be like, let's talk on the internet for a couple hours a week for years on end and see if we can do something with it. And it's turned into some really cool stuff. We all still have full-time jobs, and some of the perks are awesome. I will say this, majority of the comments on like Reddit and stuff have actually been pretty positive. There's always going to be people who freak out, but the cool thing, that's the last thing I'll say, and we'll go into the DesignerCon pickups. The coolest thing, and I'm not saying this facetiously, I'm not saying this from a sarcastic tone, is that anybody, because of like, we all have iPhones, every single human being has the ability to broadcast their thoughts and opinions to the world. It's been democratized. Anybody can have a podcast, anybody can have a YouTube channel, and the common denominator is like, you kind of need a Ryan Dole and a Jacob Walsh and an Abigail Gardner. You know, you need some personality to get out there and muck it up. But like, fuck. It's just,
Hey,
you
Craig,
put in the work, you know? It's awesome.
so
I'm so happy.
Can I
with
just
it.
have I haven't said anything about this. I'm just going to say the quick final word on this.
Oh, you get the final word.
Okay. We're dope and we do dope shit.
Yeah. That's what I'm really getting at.
That's it.
No, but like I
said
it's
last word. Jacob. Let's
right,
see
there we
your
go.
pickups.
Okay. Cool. So since my last pickup was a Mondo pickup, I will talk about the Mondo stuff that I got at DesignerCon. First of all, this awesome Attack Peter Mecha Godzilla shirt.
Thank you, Matt.
What's
This
happening?
is really funny, Matt. Stepping up my territory. And then Attack Peter, he says, excellent shilling. Thank you. As always.
Thank you. Yeah, so I
We
got
play
this
our
shirt.
favorite video game, Schiller Instinct. Sorry, Jake. Keep going.
Stop talking. But I also picked up the DesignerCon exclusive Aztec Godzilla. This is the box. Now this is the 3rd or 4th colorway of this figure, and I remember they showed this one off a while back, and I said that's the one I want. That is the best one. This is it right here. The Aztec
Oh,
Godzilla. He does have some flames that you can, but that's still in the box. I haven't taken that out. Yeah, love this thing. Needed it. Thank you, Mondo. It's beautiful. Cool. Why are you guys so quiet?
Those are your
well,
those are your
no,
pickups.
'cause those are your pickups. We're giving
All
you
right.
space.
I'll keep going. I also picked up. Let's see who this is by. I picked up this Pulgasari figure. I've talked about Pulgasari before. If anybody doesn't know who Pulgasari is, please go look that up. This is Titanic Creations. They
The
did
box is
a
empty.
yeah, because he's right here.
Oh, there
they did a
dude.
Kickstarter for this guy. This is actually the second colorway. I like this one better. It's got like a translucent red. Please go look up the story of Pulgasari because it is insane. A crime happened to make this movie. This is great. It came with the smaller Pulgasari. This also came with a base with like breakaway buildings, like a train. It came with a whole setup. Love Pulgasari. So yeah, that's him.
He looks like, dude. Every time you get toys like this, I love the ones that look like candy. Whenever something looks like
that's
candy,
the thing. Yeah,
I just get like, I just want it. Again, we've said this before on the show many times. I just want to lick it.
and that I think that's probably what a lot of Safubi collectors do when no one's around. They lick their toys. Got a couple things here that I picked up. Let's see. Let me get them both. All right. So this one is a creature of their own design. It's from Station City Toys. This is a fucking, I don't know what this
What
is. But
is that?
I don't know, but Jess wanted it, so I grabbed it. It's just like its own. It's really gnarly, and it has all kinds of like eyes and teeth and like tentacles.
Man, that's
just
so Jess.
It is. It's just some crazy dude. Another thing that I picked up is from a company or a guy called Draculaser, and he had this weird mutant guy with one eye. I don't know what these are, but they're must-haves.
Yeah.
You have to pick these up. Now, from Draculaser, I also got a couple other things. He had a set of yokai. If anybody doesn't know what a yokai is, it's like a Japanese spirit, like a creature,
Oh, yeah.
like a ghost. And one of the most famous ones is a kappa, which is like, in Ninja Turtles 3, they call the turtles kappa over and over because it's like this weird turtle lizard creature. Anyway, he had a set of a kappa, and then also the umbrella ghost. There's like a ghost that's literally just an umbrella.
Yes.
Love yokai. And then this guy, you can turn him around. There's a different head on the back. Love these. Draculaser is a really great artist. He makes a lot of really great stuff. So if
Dude,
you
are you bringing are you gonna bring in like an extra carry-on that's empty while in Japan, or are you just gonna buy an extra piece of luggage?
I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna find out exactly what Jay's doing, because I figured whatever Jay Key is doing is the smartest thing. Whether that's buy luggage over there and just buy shit and ship it back, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But I will get it. Some T Molly is asking, hey Jacob, do you know the company that was doing the last dinosaur statue? So Jay Key's in the chat. He will tell you who that is, because I don't remember. There we go. Look at that. Before I can even get it out, Seismic Toys is doing the last dinosaur, and it's amazing. It is very cool. There's not any toys for that old movie, or there's not many, and it looks great. They had it on display. Marasan was also there. Marasan is a big Japanese Safubi company. I didn't pick up like a lot of stuff from them, but they had this like box you could put your hand in and get a blind bag, like kaiju finger puppet. And I'm not gonna not have fun.
Right.
So I did that, and I got this little guy. Got this little kaiju
That is cute.
finger puppet, dude. Got that.
That's actually a really fun idea for a booth.
Yeah, and they have multiples and they're in different colors, and I kind of cheated a little bit and I like felt around because I wanted him specifically. I wanted that guy. So and I got him. It was great. Let's see. I got more stuff here. Creature Bazaar is also a company that's doing, Safubi, little Safubi and stuff like that. And I got from them this Mechanicong figure.
Oh, I like that.
Mechanicong is also a kaiju that doesn't get enough love. If you go King Kong Escapes, great film. Please watch it. Mechanicong is awesome.
So this is the first I've heard of him,
Yeah.
and he's now my favorite.
Hey, that makes complete sense. He is great. He's awesome. Go King Kong Escapes. Go check it out.
Has he ever tag teamed with Mecha Godzilla to go up against Kong and Godzilla?
He should. That would be, you would think that's like a no-brainer, but he's in one movie.
Oh my God.
And that's all they ever did with him. I got a couple things here that I got from Toku Toy Town. J-Key. He did give me this Kenagon, glow-in-the-dark blank, eating coins. Now this was given to me with the promise that I would paint it. So I'm gonna paint this. It'd be my first Safubi painting, but that's Kenagon. Kenagon is a little greedy kid who gets turned into this creature. He has a coin purse for a head, and he has to eat coins or he'll die.
I love
We've
it.
all been there.
We've all been there. That's how I feel every day. I gotta eat coins or I'm dead.
Hey, can you make sure that you show us what you do after? Like not just on Monster Island, but like on every channel that you're on. Just I want to make sure that gets spotlighted when you're done.
Oh, the paint?
Painting. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I've been I actually got my Safubi paint in the mail today. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
Ooh,
dude.
nice.
Ready to go. Also, so I helped J Key run Toku Toy Town booth at DesignerCon. And the thing about Safubi that is so great, and we talked about this, if you go back and watch, we did a full episode on DesignerCon. That's on the YHS on Monster Island channel. Please go check it out. And the thing that's cool about Safubi is that there's so much weird shit out there, especially if you're talking about like Godzilla kaiju or Ultraman kaiju. Ultraman, the show has been on since before we were born, and it's still going. And every week there's a different weirdo on it. There's weird monsters all the time. So like you'll see Safubi that you might fall in love with and be attracted to, and have no idea what it is or where it's from. And also like sometimes kaiju you don't care about, you'll see it in a specific colorway and be like, oh, that calls to me. So Jay had this figure at his booth, and we are setting up the whole first day, and the whole actual first day of the con, I'm like staring at it. I have no idea what it is. I've never seen the show this guy's from, but I got to a point where I said, hey, Jay, I'm going to take this and I'll pay you for it later. And he was like, okay. And it's this fucking weirdo.
Whoa!
I believe
like the colors on this.
I believe his name is Baraba. And yeah, this is a color choice that you don't see as often. These like pastel kind of Easter colors, pink, gold, blue, and purple. And it's just a wild design. It is so insane. I had to have it. I literally walked up and took it off the shelf, and I said, hey, you know what? We're not selling this. It's mine.
So I have a question. Was he born with those hands, or did he have them like added on?
I don't know. I do not know. He's from Ultraman Ace. I know that.
Zach Peter says he's from the Bible, possibly.
Is he from the Bible? Probably.
Well, hey, you know what? I'd worship that.
Yeah, same. He's from an Ultraman episode, which is on my it's on my to-do list. I am gonna have to watch that. I feel bad owning it and not like watching the show or at least seen the episodes he's in. So I'm gonna check it out. But I know nothing about this
Well, let
guy.
me. In the New Testament, Barabbas is a prisoner who was chosen by the crowd over Jesus. He must be a YouTuber to be released by Pontius Pilate before Passover. So there you
Oh
go.
my God.
I'm so sick of these YouTubers.
I'm looking up his name right now because I want to make Baraba. There's no S on it. Baraba.
All right.
The first thing that pops up, it says Baraba is a terrible monster from Ultraman Ace. That's all you need to know.
Yeah, he's a terrible monster.
He's a terrible monster. That's all you need to know.
And yet they still chose him over Jesus.
Oh, he was
Nothing
one of the
changes.
apostles. I get it. Davy's got some Bible knowledge. There you go.
Oh shit, cool.
Well, Davey strikes me as like a really Jesus-y guy.
No, but listen, I don't want to get in a religious conversation. I just don't
No,
want
I
to.
know.
But I
don't.
The people I know who are the least religious tend to know the most about it. Okay, so Jacob, real quick, I just want to get in your head a little bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
When you're at a convention like this and you're inundated with literally like the most like specifically for you type of toys, the Sofubi, the rare characters, the unheard of stuff, the cute stuff. Like I would have I want to go to DesignerCon next year and be there with you to witness you. I just want to see you in that element. Yeah.
I feel bad for
in the element. It's your element.
Yeah.
Because every time I've seen anything from DCon over the years, I'm just like, this is a Jacob Walsh convention.
It's embarrassing, honestly. It probably, I feel like, it is very specific. And me and Jay were so like, the thing is that everybody, the companies are posting their exclusives and stuff like that. And we talked about this on Monster Island. It's different from it's such a different feel than going to like New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, because the exclusives here are, you get a Hasbro exclusive at Comic Con. There's still 3,000 of them and you're probably going to get it, here, some of the exclusives, there's just one of them, or there might be two, or maybe there's 5. So you get people who are like making lists, and we had a couple friends there at the show who weren't boothing; they were just there. And the big thing at DCon is people like, hey, grab me this or grab me this, I'll pay you back, whatever. Like people are literally, a friend of ours, Michael, was like, yeah, it's exactly like that. People are,
all right.
Before, while we're setting up, some of our friends, Chaz and Michael, were like, hey, if you guys have a list, give it to us so we can, because while you have to be at the booth, we can pick up toys. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't make a list. There's so much stuff here. And with Sofubi, sometimes like seeing it in person is what needs to happen before you're like, sometimes I'll see a toy and I'm like, whatever. Then you see it in person and you're like, oh, I get it. So it's hard making a list. I had a couple things that I was like, all right, I want to try for one of these. I want to try the yokai. I wanted to make sure I got a couple of things I haven't shown yet. I wanted to try to make sure I was picking up, but it's so stressful. It is so even Jay, like, I'm helping his booth and Jay's like, you got to go get me this right now. And I'm like, oh, okay. And like, that was like part of my job was like, Jay was like, hey, can you please go find this really quick and grab it? And I'm like,
that's such a different,
go ahead, Craig.
Well, it's such a different vibe because at toy shows, all the dealers set up and like, we've all seen the toy show where the one dealer goes to another dealer and buys all of his really great stuff and then just puts it in his booth at double the price. Like, Sofubi people actually appreciate the art, the design, the limited, like everybody's there like as fans.
Yeah,
and
the
also
rarity.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's also like a mix of kaiju stuff, Godzilla stuff, and a lot of the like smaller, like the Draculaser stuff I showed off, that is just his own. A lot of the smaller companies, the guys who are just like one guy who makes toys, their stuff is more like that. It's not licensed. It's their own creations. Like this, like Cyclops dude is just like, this is just a guy he made up, and he paints them, and he paints them differently, and he sells what he has. And a lot of them are like that. And some of them are, yeah, Decon was overwhelming. I had a booth and constantly, yeah, it's insane for people who, yeah. And also AJ Quick says, and AJ McLean, yeah, we had a Backstreet Boy.
The Backstreet Boys.
We had a
Or one of
Backstreet
them.
Boy buy a figure. Hey, somebody I met. Look at that. It was awesome. The show was cool. I met so many people there. It's just an awesome show, dude. And it's like, I think, Craig, you guys would have fun there, even if, because, you know, Mondo's there, and there's all these people we know there, even if the
Dude, I'll
toys
have a
aren't
great
exactly, yeah.
It's Las Vegas. It's everything. I love gambling. I love putting money into a machine and hopefully more money comes out. Not an ATM though. That's not a. No, I really want to go. We're gonna try to prioritize it for next year.
Yeah,
for
I'm
sure.
gonna go for sure. So,
so what else?
Yeah, I got more stuff. I picked up from Octeal, who is doing stuff with Mondo now. So check that out. He had these really cool, like, lucky rabbit's foot type things, but it's a Godzilla spine. And he had like multiple colors of these. You can see this one has glitter. You can see the clear. It was very hard to pick one of these, but I had to get the little lucky Godzilla spine. Now, Attack Peter says that Gabby almost got in a fight with a snake handler on the street. I have heard this story. I'm not going to try to tell it. We're just going to leave you guys at that, but it sounded pretty fucking crazy. So,
well,
that sounds awesome.
Listen, people who are in the rare reptile trade tend to be, you know, shifty folks.
yes, that's true. That's true.
That's what I heard.
So another thing I got from Toy Art Gallery, this is one of the toys that one of the characters that I don't buy a lot of is Hedorah or the Smog Monster, however you want to say it. Just not like a ton of figures of Hedorah that I'm like super into. Not my favorite Godzilla film, but this is the first thing I bought. I bought it before the doors opened because I wanted to make sure I got it. I like that's another fun thing that happens is you can see all the people that are boothing are walking around the hour before the door actually opens, and everybody's like waiting for somebody to start selling, and they're like, "Hey, are you selling yet? Or are you waiting for the time?"
Just sniffing around like little cats.
There were only a few. There were only a few of these at the show, so I grabbed it before the door opened. But I got this brain.
Whoa!
I had to have this. It's very cool. I like the gross stuff, the blood, the guts. Hey, you know what the coolest thing about this toy is?
How he feel? Oh,
like a brain. He comes. He has you know, two halves, and he's got some magnets in there.
Oh,
I like
dude.
anything
Goes
that
right
you can.
back
Hey,
together.
I want to
Magnets
say
are
this.
awesome.
That clicked back together very satisfyingly.
Yeah.
And two, that looks like it feels really nice.
Hey, you know what? It also tastes pretty good. You can lick it, Ryan.
Nice.
You can do anything to it.
You can
look
lick
at the way it divides.
Oh my god.
You can. We're not recommending it, but you could.
There it is.
We're not saying do it, but we're saying that you could. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying.
This is awesome, and I just needed this, so got it.
Got it.
Quick clarification. Earlier when I made the joke about reptile handlers, I was not referring to anybody specifically. Good friend of ours, Kelly from Second Chance Toys, used to be in the reptile business, was not referencing him. I think he's a great guy.
Oh, you had to say that because you know he's going to listen, and next time you go into the store, he's going to be like, "Hey, I heard you're talking shit."
Why the fuck are you talking shit about reptile people? You gotta keep your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Hey, this is pretty funny. Attack Peter said Hector and I went to get one, and there was only one left, so we each took a half home. Friendship brains. That's
Oh my god, it's like a
very
Jedi
cute.
holocron.
That is very cute.
That's awesome.
I'm coming down to the last two things.
Wow, this has been
that I
pretty
got.
epic, and lots of
Yeah,
people
also-
still here hanging
hey,
out.
Just one quick thing, Craig. That's not how holocrons work. Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
I have 3 pickups left, but one is a pickup that showed up while I wasn't at home, but I wanted to save it. So Metacom was there, big company, and they put out the Enraku and Saku line of Safubi. It is a line of toys that have really become super popular. Once they come out, the prices skyrocket on them, and they had an exclusive to the show, which was a Shin Godzilla. And Shin Godzilla is one of the best Godzillas, and Raku and Saku is one of the best companies. These were one per person. They're already, I see people trying to get them already. Like they're already, the prices are heading up. But I got one, and this is,
Oh, that looks so cool.
I love it.
Oh,
Look at that.
Yeah.
that is great. There's
He's great.
not enough Shin Godzilla merch, so I can see why people are going for it.
Well, in Raku, like, every company that does Safubi, you can see their, like, they have a style, and Raku and Saku has a specific style. Metacom has there's just all different kinds. You can sometimes look at a figure and tell who made it. And this is a big boy. They're always chunky. They're always like kind of cute. This is a good figure. It also came with a signed card. And I just had to pick it up, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
a witness to the thickness.
Yeah, look at him. And it also, like, I like this collection I'm starting of, like, the gross and bloody, weird Safubi.
I really like the
Usually Safubi's nice and colorful, and it's like a couple colors. But I like the, like, the brain or the ones with the blood.
Jake. I
These
like
dark,
that one. Like
gross ones. Yeah.
the gradient. The dark to red. That just looks really cool.
Yeah,
They did a great
it's
job.
great.
On
Very good. One of my favorite pickups of the show.
People, like, we've said this before, and because Davey says Jacob gets all the cool stuff. Like, I can't stress this enough. First of all, Jacob, your house is insane. Your
Yes.
collection, like, people don't realize. I think we all have toy rooms and big collections, but Jacob's house is a curated toy and collectible palace. But also,
It's a gallery. Let's
Look
put
at
it
this-
that way.
Jake has more books than any toy collector. He just does. Okay. These
Well-
guys who are complaining about Donatello's labs are not spending their read time with classic American literature. I know
Yeah.
it.
It's also like it's a little bit of a curse to have so many interests in things, because like
Yeah.
it's hard for me to just like something and be like, oh yeah, I like that. If I like something, I'm usually obsessed with it.
Right.
So it's hard to be like, oh, well, I want to buy all the Ninja Turtles. I want to buy all the Gremlins. I got to buy all the Godzilla. I got to buy all the Ghostbusters. I got to buy all the Lord of the Rings. It's all the Jurassic. It's too much.
I mean,
but
Jacob,
that's
you
why
like,
my
I don't want
house
to
is
expose your
so-
shit,
Yeah.
but you also have the best Jurassic Park tattoos of anybody in the world, and people don't even know.
I think that's true.
Like, it's insane. You got a Lord of the Rings
think that's
tattoo
pretty true.
today that's
I
also
did.
insane. Like, so it's just
Yeah.
like people just realize what we're dealing with here. Okay, it's your
Yeah,
birthday.
it's a,
I get it.
it's a mess. Yeah. I appreciate
It
it.
is
Hey,
big
thank
birthday.
you for that.
I
Two
love
more
the
things
right
here.
Still holding the Galactus.
As you should.
As
As you
it
should.
Look
So
at
this this last
Hold-
Safubi that I got on the at the con is kind of a weird one. Probably my number one pickup of the weekend because of the weirdness. And it comes from a company called Vega Relics. And I had seen this Safubi before. I had seen it. The artist who designed it, I follow them on Instagram. I had seen the toy, but I had missed out. They're French. It's a little more expensive, a little harder to get. So I missed it, and I didn't know it was going to be at the con. And I walked away. The day was over. Everybody was closed. Me and Jakey are walking out, and I just noticed it on a table, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have to buy that. I'm buying that tomorrow, first thing." So like First thing in the morning, I kept like walking over to see if they were at their table yet, and I was like, "Hey, is Vega here yet? I got to get this toy." Picked it up. Had to get NECA milk. It's literally a milk carton. It is a Safubi, a vinyl Safubi toy of a Mecha Godzilla milk carton. I love this. And on the back, it says better than dairy, which means this is I'm saying that this is a vegan, non-dairy Mecha milk Safubi. This is what I love about Safubi. Weird shit, very like niche stuff. I talked to the guy and he was like, "Hey, we're doing more. We're doing like they're doing like a beer can with Godzilla stuff on it next." The artist has these like yogurt cups with Hedorah on them. I'm wondering if they're going to be making those. I that would be
AJ Quick, did they do a
That would be
Canadian
fun.
release in a bag? That would be fun.
I just think this is cool, man. And this is what Safubi is about to me. Like the weird shit.
I love this.
Yeah.
I think this is really fun. I just something you can actually just put on your work desk and people can just be like, "What?" Just like
Yeah.
it just looks cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's random. I
Yeah,
think
it's
the other thing I
random.
like
And
about
it's
it too.
it's vinyl. Like this is it's great. Had to pick it up. That was my last decon pickup. I have one more pickup I can show off that I had ordered ahead of time. Another thing, I think we've talked about this before too. Sometimes with Safubi, they're made in such small numbers and so many people want them that you have to enter a lottery to win them. It can be
Right.
an annoying thing. But some of the smaller companies, that's what they do. There's a designer online, Zhang Young Mao. I have showed off. I don't know if you guys remember the little blue Godzilla that I bought where he's like got a frying pan and he's cooking a fish. So this is by that company. They showed this off a couple weeks ago and I entered the lottery immediately, said I need this toy, and it showed up while I was gone. It is their version. It is their version of Jason Voorhees. Again, some guts. We got some guts coming out. Love the weird big head. It reminds me of the Jason Goes to Hell Jason. I think he might be pantsless. It's hard to tell. But then
That is so cool.
he has like a Baphomet and an upside down cross sticking out of his back.
Man, so much religion this episode.
I love this toy so much. I needed it, and it's gonna go good with my shin and my Hedorah brain. I love
sorry. This is great. Patrick Jarrett, it reminds me of Charlie Brown.
That's true.
I love it. I love toys. This is all good, fun stuff.
Hey, there was a really funny exchange a little while ago in the chat that I wanted to highlight.
Okay.
Nice to you, Jason. What's going on?
Johnny Cock. Where
we got a new member.
Got a new
We do.
member.
We got a new member.
Johnny Cock goes, "Attack Peter. Thank you for packing 2 card backs on the TMNT Safubi." Peter goes, "I'm gonna need you to send one back." Really fun stuff tonight. A little different, man. Lots of pickups, lots of Safubi. Thank you to Jay Solo Arts for joining. All right, so here's the deal, guys.
Jay Solo Arts.
We are gonna do a little bonus up.
Yeah.
Just after this, it's in the Discord. You've been sent to a Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, it's patreon.com/yeshavesome. And we'll be doing that in a second. We did not get to let me just show this real quick. Maybe we'll talk about it more in Extreme, but I had to highlight this. The other day, Ryan and I were on the phone and we were fantasy booking Jada and what they could do.
And Hanna-Barbera
specifically. And we literally talked about
Godzilla.
this specifically. And then 2 days later, it was revealed. We manifested this into the world.
So you're welcome.
So you're welcome. It is the Mafex Wacky Races Mean Machine with Dirk Dastardly. We were talking about how great those Hanna-Barbera races were. and how we
And
needed figures.
And we were saying that's a shame that there's no Dirk Dastardly figures.
We
in
said
the
those
world.
words. Dude, they need a Dirk Dastardly so bad.
God,
Wow.
why
And
did-
2 days
You guys-
later it was revealed.
You guys realize you have some sort of superpower to will toys into existence, and this is what we get from you.
This is-
Cool.
And the funny
Yeah.
thing is, there's no way either one of us are going to buy this thing. That's the other funny part.
Yeah. Hey, I was at Mathx or is it Figure Arts? Did you see the
It's Matt.
the Mach
yeah.
5 Speed Racer?
Oh, that's
No,
cool.
that is cool.
It looks awesome. Maybe I'll try to find that so we can look at it on Extreme. Here he
right.
comes.
Speed. Oh, Matthew Fox.
No.
Speed
Um,
racer.
Should we do some sad comments?
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Should we do it?
Oh, I thought
Ryan,
we
do you
were
have
gonna-
any? Do you have any plugs or anything before we do sad comments?
Yeah,
Get the hell out of here?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about Gotham City tonight. Tomorrow, myself, Alex, and Kyle, we're going to talk about the Penguin. We're finally going to do our breakdown, or not a breakdown, but just our thoughts now that the season's done. We wanted to give everyone time to catch up. So we're going to talk about the Penguin tomorrow. It's going to be
Okay.
great.
Cool.
That's it.
I still haven't. I'm like 3 episodes in. It's great.
Oh, the Mach 5 is Bondi. Thank you. Greatest
go.
ship pilot. I like that name.
Very cool. Yeah, I posted a big like YHS life update in the Discord this morning. So if you're part of the Patreon, we just have a lot of stuff going on and coming up, and we're
Yeah.
tapping into some new, fun, exciting projects, stuff that we've talked about, stuff we haven't talked about. But we're just happy that we're able to do this every week, and I'm going to be very relieved when this Ecto HasLab is done, hopefully funded, and I'm sick of worrying about it.
Dude, next week, this time,
Yeah.
we're going to have Ectos, and I'm going to have a new wrestling t-shirt after I go to Survivor Series on Saturday.
Oh, cool.
You're going to Survivor Series.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
it is exciting.
I will be watching from afar.
Okay.
But I remember that time you went to AEW and you were in the front row and you didn't tell anybody you were going, and all of a sudden everybody in group therapy was like, "Is that Dole in front row?"
It was.
God.
I like
Oh,
wrestling.
man.
All right.
You want
Are
to
we
say
ready
Sad
for
something?
some
comment?
sad?
All right, we got a couple. What do we got tonight?
Were you able to find any this week, Jacob?
I got a couple. I got a couple from Todd McFarlane. We'll do here.
Were they written by me?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Todd McFarlane, Batman stuff. Who cares?
Here we go. Todd McFarlane, Batman stuff. Sad comments. We've combed the internet for the latest commentary. We're just giving a voice to the voiceless. Here we go.
You suck. Walmart sucks. I lost my pre-order for the second pack because you couldn't update my order with my new card. I would love for you or your team to reach out to one of us normal collectors, not an influencer.
I've seen, that was a McFarlane thing.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of, one thing I've seen a lot of people doing is putting themselves down. Like I've seen a
Yeah.
lot of people being like,
You can be an influencer if you want.
I've seen people being like, well, I guess because I'm a huge piece of shit who's just a normal person who doesn't have a YouTube channel, I don't have my 2 in the box yet.
There's been
Hey,
a
man.
lot of that.
There's been a lot of that. Don't
What
put
about
yourself
us
down.
real fans who really
About
love
us real
Ghostbusters?
God, trust
This
me.
next one is from NECA, but it's nothing to do with the thing. Fuck that. They made a Krampus post.
Okay, but the next
Short and sweet, but I just thought it was worth talking about.
Here we go.
This again? How about something new and original? Like maybe finish the damn alien line.
Wait a minute. Something new and original, like our 90th Xenomorph.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, hold on. The Krampus toys aren't out yet. That's a
Or
new
try something
line.
new and original, like maybe a Ninja Turtles figure.
Ah.
How about something new and original like Predator?
Yeah. How about something new and original, like maybe, I don't know, a Friday the 13th figure? Oh, no, actually don't bring up Friday the 13th with NECA fans. There's not a Jason Goes to Hell figure yet.
They don't like that.
Ooh. Or
This is
they're
This is
too
a
soon.
fun one from McFarlane. Also
Right.
on it's just also on a random photo of the Batman Superman logo.
Okay.
It's the logo.
It's just a picture of the logo.
Okay.
Logo
It
anxiety.
makes
Okay.
people mad, dude.
Yeah.
What doesn't? All right, here we go.
Please jump back into your own business, Todd. These are all repeats and the same figures again and again. I don't know if someone's trying to sabotage you from within, but you're no longer listening to your fans and supporters. Just look at all the comments once in a while and bring back the quality and what people want.
Oh my god.
I know who's
like
ruining.
that.
Hey, I know who's ruining it from the inside. It's Todd.
It's Todd.
Corporate
Because I'm not
espionage.
adversarial. I'm not going to be adversarial with the toy companies.
Hey,
But-
I got one
But-
more short one I'm gonna do.
All right, here we go. These are good.
And this
These are
is
fun.
I'm sorry, but this is on a discussion post about the two in the box.
Two in
It's a
the
short, it's a short one, but I gotta read it. It sucks being a lowly peasant, unworthy of early benefits of the mighty YouTube lords.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
That's what we.
The mighty YouTube lords should be figures for what's his face? For Mad Hatter's line.
Yes,
The mighty YouTube.
the mighty
Guys, it's in-
YouTuber lords.
Watch the movie, you would have known. It's two in the box, ready to go. YouTubers got them fast, and we be slow. I'm so
That's
sorry.
the quote. That's the quote.
By
I'd
the
be
way,
sorry.
That's what
the
I
quote.
heard. Yeah.
I have not gotten.
Well,
my
that's
two
what
in the
I
box
heard.
that I paid for, which I
Yeah,
did.
same.
That's
We
the
all
other
bought-
thing. We all
I
ordered
bought
it.
one. I ordered one. Yeah.
So, holy shit, guys! This was
I'm
fun
not
tonight,
going to
man.
shill. I'm not going to give any customer preferences. But it's been really. I'm just really thankful and grateful to all the companies that support us.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I
That's
don't.
all.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I love everybody.
I have
love
nothing.
toys.
Yeah.
Hey, got this.
There you go.
Got this, mate.
No, but seriously, I'm very grateful for this Galactus. You have no idea.
Guys,
Let's
this
go
was a
do
fun episode.
extreme.
Let's go do
All right,
Extreme.
guys, join us for Extreme Toy Anxiety. We'll start in about 5 minutes over on the Patreon feed. Let's do it. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Bye.
Right.
Hard out?
bye.
Hard
Bye.
out.
Hard out.
Bye.
On the music.
This
Oh,
is where the
there it
fun
is.
begins.
begins.
There it is.
This is where the
Bye.
fun,
There it is.
See you in a second.
Good night, Johnny Disco.
Bye.
fun begins.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Happy
Bye now.
Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Big guy.
Okay, bye
Don't
now.
talk about NECA at the Thanksgiving table.
Bye now.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.